In this short video, I'm going to tell you how to log in and set up an account with WevVideo. First, go to WevVideo.com. Then we're going to hit the Google button to sign in with your Google account. Okay, you should be able to connect with your Google School account. Right, this is the main video screen. It's called your dashboard. You're going to start with a new project, so you'll select Create New. Right, and then this is your video editing panel. There's a few things I want to point out before we get started. First off, when you do a green screen video, you're going to need to layer two different videos or a video and an image. So down here is where we're going to do different parts of layering. Up here is where you can get saved media. So you can save videos or other photographs to put into your video, and then you'll be able to drag them in from the Import Media section. You can record with your computer using right in WeVideo. This red button is your record button. That's exactly how I made my video, right? So let's take a look at this. When you do recording, you're going to use the webcam. Hit continue. You will have to install a Chrome extension the first time you set up to do your video recording. I'm actually going to skip this part because I've already installed it on another computer. Okay, once you do your video recording, it's going to land up here. You can see I had to do a couple different takes before I was happy with my finished product. So once you are finished with your product, you can go ahead and drag it down into the Video 2 section. Just drag and drop right in there. And then you can pick a different background. This one is actually a video background that I found on a free website. This one is just a photograph or a static background. So you can do either or. I'm going to go ahead and drag this one in. You can also do more than one background. So if you have several photographs you would like to incorporate, you can just drag them in whatever order. So let's say if I wanted to start with my photograph, I can put it in first and then add this. Anytime you want to change it or make a change, you can just click on it so it has the box that comes around it. And then, I'm going to actually end up deleting that. Because my video that I recorded is longer than this background video, I'm going to drag it in more than once. Okay, and actually it's a little bit longer than what I need at this point. But I think I'm going to actually end up putting in a text background at the very end. So you can do that up at this section. You can do this as an introduction or at the very end of your video, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to drag this part in, put it on this line. Oops. Not sure what happened. Let's try this again. Okay, so you want them to kind of bump up to it. Then you can click on this, and then this is where you'll be able to type in your text. Okay, I'm also going to change the color on that so it'll actually show up. And you can change the font size to maybe switch it over to manual because you're not going to be able to read that. This is not the same one I actually made in the original video, but that's okay. This is just for demonstration. So I'm going to put done editing at this point. If I wanted to put in one more example of this to make it fill the entire thing, I can drag it down. You can always trim your video, so you can move this to wherever you want it to trim, and then you hit the little cut part. It'll cut it into, and then I can delete this. So now I have just enough. Okay, I'm going to play it back over. I've muted it so you can't hear the voice part, my recording for this part. And then you can test out whether you like it or not. If you really wanted to add one more layer, you could also add an audio tune in the background, make it play softer than your voiceover if you had time to make it a little bit extra fancy. Oh, I need to show you the most important part. So to get the green screen part, I've recorded the green screen. I'm going to click on my clip and hit the little pencil icon. This is what's going to allow me to change the green screen to the background. So up here is what we call color keying, where the little guy is kind of standing in front of a screen. You're going to click the eyedropper, click the green, and presto, it's going to allow it to kind of change. I don't spend a lot of time playing with these filters, but they can, if you see that your background is a little unstable or wavering a little bit, and you can kind of see the original background behind it, you can play with these different balances and see if it makes it better. Okay, and then now we'll start it again, and no longer do I have a green screen behind me. You can see there's a little bit of green glow, so again, I might go back and see. I think the difference, it kind of helps with that part. Nope, that's too much, so maybe I need to actually move it a little bit further over. It may not be perfect, but again, you can kind of play and see if you can get it a little bit better. Okay. When you are completely done, you're going to hit finish, which will create an MP3 video file for you. In the meantime, I always recommend students go ahead and hit save. And if you're not completely finished, it'll save what you have started so far. When you do finish it, it'll create that MP3, but you can still go back in and do another edit if you would like. So when you do this, you'll hit finish. You'll do final video, however you want to name it. Set. Try to do the HD if it allows you to, and then you can also, it'll automatically save to your WevVideo account. I usually have it saved to my YouTube account as well, or you can save to Google Drive if you set it up and connect them. Regardless, it'll give you a video link when you finish, and then you can copy and paste that link to share with your teacher. I hope this recording is helpful, and if you ever have questions, please let me know.